Hello YouTube. Hello Kid. Hello Drew. Welcome. Test. Why are you not hearing me there? Because I was muted. Hello chat. Hello Twitch. Hello Kick. Hello Trovo. Even though I'm not streaming to Trovo tonight. Hello YouTube. Hi Zeeks. Welcome in everyone. Happy Wednesday. Running a little late today. Just didn't get back home in time to get everything situated and get ready. Actually had to make a second stop because I couldn't find SpaghettiOs at my first stop, which is really sort of strange. I have a feeling it was just somewhere hidden that I couldn't find in the store. They had a full complement of Campbell's stuff, and I looked at the other typical, like, chili-like areas, ravioli and that sort of stuff. Who knows? Anyways, I got them anyways. I'm going to be turning these into enchiladas tonight, and also I'm going to turn them into a cake. One is not like the rest. Confused. I don't think I have any powdered sugar. I was actually debating a sour cream frosting on top of that. I mean, I got the sour cream that... I don't know how much sour cream I got left in the kitchen. Let's put it that way. What's that on my nose? I don't know. Hi, Cosmic. Did I grind coffee? Nope. Mute time. Hey, Justice Fries. Relatively well. Yeah. Ooh, steamy. Uh-oh. Hi, Bonds. Yeah, I'm finally going to get around to those lemons, chat. I mean, I'm going to use these. I bought a couple extras, so we're going to go above and beyond on the number of lemons. Hi, chat. Put that milk bottle away while we're waiting on our coffee. I also added a whole bunch of new days into the calendar down below, the Google Calendar. I also added the events into the Discord, so it should show up in the Discord too. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Cheers to you. see who all we got in chat tonight. Hello, Nan Reader. Hello, Tusasai. I'm sure it'll be fine, Buns. I am sure it'll be lovely. Alright. So we're starting off with our SpaghettiOs. Hi there, SpaghettiOs. How have you been? It has been probably a couple decades. I need to get some butter out to start warming up. At least, actually, I don't even know what this calls for. I am boxing up my cake tonight, chat. It's been so long since I don't even know what size this is. It's probably ridiculously huge. Melted butter. Okay. Okay, so that's one project that I was just curious about here. That's not what I'm starting with, though. What I'm starting with is making dough. That tends to be a theme here, doesn't it? The first thing, we're making some sort of dough. Just get out of the can. And yeah, so we want to separate our sauce from our pasta here. Take the last little bit of this pasta. So that leaves us with our watered down tomato sauce, tomato cheddar sauce, and our pasta over here. Pasta we're going to turn into tortillas. the sauce we're going to use for our enchilada sauce. Now the question is, yeah, I think I bought an extra can of SpaghettiOs than I needed here tonight, because I'm only going to use one with the cake. Add a little bit of lard. Let's try a half cup of flour. Yeah, let's do a full cup. Work the lard into the flour. Tonight, I might actually not need the flour after mixing this. Seeing how much liquid I want to add in here, if any. I'm going to add a little bit. And let that rest. You can still sort of make out some of the pasta shapes in there. There's still some zeros, some O's in there. Sauce first or cake first? I think we're going to do cake first. Wiggle song. The infamous Wiggle song. Cosmic got me. I need 4 or 5 ounces worth of flour here, in addition to this, to help cake up the soup. The zoop. See? Now I'm putting it away. Hi, Cozy Coffee. Stick to the inside of the can. I don't remember this experience as a child. Then again, I also don't remember cutting myself as a child on a can. Oh yeah, nice little paper cut, like cut. Use a spoon. Yep, I'm gonna have to go wrap my finger up. I'll be right back, chat. Let's do an AFK. I'll be right back.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cuts clear, clean stencils, unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.
Daddy! Gee, Mom was counting on that Jell-O cake for Johnny's Scout meeting tomorrow. Okay, Daddy. It's so easy to make a cake with Betty Crocker cake mix. I'll make her another one. White cake, devil's food, yellow cake.
It's a good thing her mom's modern. I'm Betty Crocker. With my yellow cake mix, all you do is add water and a couple of fresh eggs. The other ingredients are in the package. Same fine things you'd use right in your own home. You'll get a perfect cake just like this, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll send your money back. A high cake, a light cake, a better tasting cake.
And don't think it isn't. That's why Betty Crocker herself says,
I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
Next week, George and Gracie will be brought to you by Carnation.
Hiya, happy boy. Wish you'd been with me today. We saw a great dog show, some beautiful dogs. There was the handsomest poodle, a real beauty, an international champion. His owner gave me some good advice.
There are many dog foods on the market, but the Carnation Company makes the best. It's called Friskies, and it's quality all the way through.
You should have seen the champion collie. He won everything in sight. The handler told me.
A very important part of this champion's diet is meat. That's why we feed him Friskies. The principal ingredient is lean red horse meat, the best you can buy.
So happy, you're getting real quality, and you're going to get your Friskies right.
Wiggles, what are you? Over here. Better safe than sorry. I think that's the first time I've cut myself on, like, I wanted to actually wrap it up on stream. Yeah, I gave myself a little paper cut, like on the Campbell's can. Not the end of the world. Oh, dad joke. Oh, YouTube dad joke. Alright, we need some butter melted. We need more butter than that melted. I got rid of the box with instructions. Seven tablespoons. Wowza. It's almost a stick. Skill issue sound effect. Well, I purposely don't do sound effects that I think will actually startle me. Because we all know Twitch is the world where there is nothing to be trusted of chat. I cannot trust any of you, chat. I'm sorry for that. Work? Aha. No, that's not what I want either. There we go. Well, I say accusations. You say the exact accusations. If I'm being 100% truthful, I've gotten directed virus attacks. I've gotten... I forget the term for it, but on several occasions I've had other streams tuning in, trying to disrupt my stream, and silliness like that. Yeah. Love you, chat, but I can't trust any of you to be who you say you are. Your buns. Thanks. What am I making here? We are making cake. I'm completely thrown off by what I said there. Alright, give that another 20 seconds. Butter. Like, it's gotten pretty good on Twitch the last couple of years. But, like, it used to be full of all sorts of hackers and botting, and you had to worry about going onto the wrong page and stuff like that. Eggs. I actually have my follower alerts back on. If anyone remembers those days of, you know, several hundred followers for no reason in the middle of a stream. I wonder how many people are frustrated that I'm not following any normal, like, techniques for this. It's just, I'm just throwing it all on a pot. Hey, QSC. Doing pretty good today. Doing pretty good. Sometimes I'm so glad that I picked the time to start my stream that I did. Because I was sort of late getting home today. And so I got to experience the Safeway at its busiest. Catch chat. Butter the inside of my 9x13. Or spray, I just don't have any spray. I mean, I got my little pump oil thingy, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't think I've had any Pam or anything like that in a while. I think that's mostly due to my not having been doing any like outdoor grilling for quite a while, because that stuff is like indispensable when you're grilling outside. We'll add our lumpy SpaghettiOs cake batter into the pan. And we're still preheating, so we're not throwing it in the oven just yet. Cosmic just nailing that scramble. Not giving anyone a chance. Hi, Kick viewers. I think we're finally to some of the more fun enchilada parts. Realizing I got cake batter dribbling down the side of my cutting board here. Alright, so SpaghettiOs cake is in the oven, or going to be in the oven shortly. We've got our sauce. Do I start the sauce first or the meat and the beans first? I think we're going to do the sauce first. So, over on the stove, You listening to me tonight, voice attack? Stove camera. You got the right input set. Stove camera. Just microwave it. No! Stove only camera? That worked. Over on the stove. There we go. I guess it just wasn't listening to me for a moment. So we'll start off with the roux. Use the rest of that butter that I messed up greasing the 9x13. And we're going to add our taco seasoning in here with the roux and the sauce. If you've got a pre-made packet, or I'm just going to put all the different spices I want in there. Actually, we should put the flour and that together, throw it all in there. Onion powder. Garlic. Cumin. cayenne. Ancho chili. Over on the cutting board. Smoked paprika. What am I forgetting? Little salt, pepper, MSG. I don't know, does weak fish sound delectable? Alright, so we'll add that to our butter over here that is now browning. We'll add our watered down SpaghettiOs sauce. Ooh. I didn't get myself, did I? No, I missed myself. Yay. I got my shoes, but I gotta clean my shoes anyways. That's gonna need a little whisking. And as that heats up, this is going to thicken up. You can add everything out of this. Worcestershire. Just to add a little umami depth. Alternatively, you could do fish sauce. I'm not going to do both though. I have fish sauce too. Or you can do both if you're a big fish sauce fan. Or hey, Grandma Jules. Yeah, they're the bait fish. I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I have never even though it is in the dictionary that I hand typed at one point, I remember nothing about weakfish. I got the flour out again, chat. Over on the stove. Zoom right. I'm not going to read all of that, but I did... Well, I'm not going to vocally read all of that, but that was very interesting, Buns. Thank you for that. And thank you as well, Grandma Jules. Alright, so this is now heated up. We want to simmer this for a while, though. And so I'm going to pull this and put this onto left-hand side burner. We're going to take another pan, bring it down here, over on the stove. Over on the stove. Bit of oil. Shaking my head at myself, I decided for some reason to throw the ground beef on the top shelf when I got home tonight. Isn't this cutesy little tray of beef? Hey, I'm 197. How you be? What's new? What's happening? That's one heck of a scrambled word. Okay, I'm running out of salt in my container, so doing this way. No diaper. Not until I'm ready to turn it. Doing it any earlier, you're just going to pull out moisture. It's going to make it harder to cook. Or at least it's going to be harder to get a nice Maillard reaction to the protein. See, I didn't get much color as it is. thing up all the way. Our oven's up to temp, so I'm throwing the SpaghettiO cake into the oven. I'm guessing that's going to take 40 minutes. I've thrown this thing out a couple of times now. Ooh, that was a bit long. Give it 23 minutes and take a look at it. What is it with me and cans tonight? I'm going to rinse my beans. So we got our blackie beans in with our beef now. We'll hit that up with a bit more salt for those beans. Add all of that in with our sauce. Make sure our sauce's flame is still burning. I'm smelling natural gas here. I should have reserved some of this sauce. I'm going to do that now. Okay, I guess I'm straining off some sauce. Oopsies. Kosher salt? Yes. For the most part. I use my own blend of salt of several major brands because I like expensive salts, but I cut it. So I needed some sauce here, so to pour over the top of these, obviously. I wasn't thinking about that when I threw the beans and meat in there. So there's our sauce for over the top. How do you use pink salt? In small amounts because it's largely a waste of money. There's nothing all that special about pink salt itself. Most of it is not actually Himalayan. I believe actually a fair amount of it comes from completely different sources. No, the salts that I use as far as expensive salt, as I buy, I don't know if I have any bags of it right now. Oh, I do. It's buried back there though. Is this stuff, which this stuff is pricey. Like, it's been a year or two since I bought this bag. Has been around for a minute. It's been a year or two since I bought this, and back then this was $10. Like, it is not cheap salt. And so what I've done the last couple of times I've bought that, I've then cut it with more generic kosher. But there are many ways you could also use. I actually have a pink salt. This little corner back here, all my salt stuff is on top of a slab of pink salt. I toyed around with that a little bit. Like, you can like grill things and cook things on it like it's a griddle. But I found that most things that I did it with like that, I tried it with like shrimp and a couple of other things, and it just made things too salty. Like, really too, like, I like things salty. It made things too salty. John. So I love that I have it. It's beautiful. It's great for keeping all my salt and everything on top of. But yeah. Thanks for clarifying, Cosmic. Alright, we can move that out of here. We can move that out of here. We can get rid of all these spoons. 14 minutes on our timer there. I think it's time to start rolling tortillas. Or do we want to try and press these? I think I'm going to try and press these. I'm sitting here debating that though. Let's just grab more flour. You're right, Cosmic. I was kidding. Over on the cutting board. Stickage. Need more flour. Need more fan too. Alright, let's try frying up our first one here. We need a hot pan for that first. Got the pan there, I just didn't heat it. You know, just a random SpaghettiO hanging out of the tortilla. Schwarzbrot. Not quite sure when that's done. What happened there with the music? Not quite sure what that was. Some lag on my end? I don't know. I think that's a good place to stop on that side. I said the other night that I was feeling like I was maybe coming down with something. Well, at the same time I stayed up until like 3 a.m. last night for like no reason at all. Yeah, that's looking about what I expect for tortilla. I'm sure he's loving the idea of me being potentially sick. But it's alright though, because I'm going to see my doctor tomorrow. Not because I really need to, but because it's been a year. Well, I probably should see one more often than I do, but insurance. Ah, is our cake done? Is that our cake done? That looks like a done cake to me. That looks like a done cake to me. What do you think, chat? That's a little wobbly in the center still. I think I'm going to give that a little bit longer. The outside of that's looking nice, but that's a little too wobbly. I think that's going back in the oven for a little bit. Give that at least another 5 minutes. Tricky with the pasta in there because the pasta holds, like, it's raw pasta, so like it's mysterious in the amount of moisture that it holds and how much structure it keeps. Trying to remember what I did. There was, I don't think it was SpaghettiOs. I've had another challenge that was along this line of some sort. And I know I turned it into bread. And that's looking like a decent tortilla over there. I mean, I got a little extra flour caked on these, but it could have been Chef Boyardee, but I don't remember doing Chef Boyardee either. I don't know. I've forgotten at this point. I've done so many ingredient challenges. The Ozzy's sort of taken over. Or I've put Ozzy in charge, however you want to look at it, of doing the votes in the Discord. And he was asking about updating the list of ones that I was on. I was like, I haven't updated that in over a year. I have a list of all the past ones that I've done. There's a thread there hidden ancient in the ingredient suggestions channel. I should update that. It's on the list, but it's pretty far down the list. Pan's getting warm now, so it's catching up to me. These are becoming more tortilla sized and like the further we go here. Those first couple rolling out were pretty tough, but just needed more flour. Oh, hey, that's our cake again. Still too wiggly. In for another 5 minutes on the cake. Welcome, Clam. Let's dust the entire countertop here. It's the last one. Live with just the Band-Aid for now. Band-Aid's gonna come off immediately when it comes to eating or anything. Because I have a feeling that's already healed itself up for the most part. I mean, it was quite seriously like a paper cut. Over on the stove. Last tortilla going on the stove. There we go. Now that's cooked. SpaghettiO cake. got a nice reddish hue from the tomato. Like, it makes what is normally a yellow cake that much browner, and for some reason more attractive. It's sort of weird how brown is both unattractive and attractive when it comes to food. Like, you sort of need brown in the palate in many cases for that deliciousness trigger to hit in the brain. But you certainly can't have nothing but brown. I have seen quite a few people be like, heck yeah, I do a giant thing of fried rice, so maybe I take that back. Okay, time to start making our final dish here, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to actually try and put these all in. I think 200 Hotel Pan is the winner for tonight's enchiladas. I am going to move the cake off of the cutting board for the moment. And to our beef enchilada sauce and gonna add a little pica. Just a touch. Then we're gonna pull that over here. We're gonna be building. I need a towel. Need a towel for it to go. Cheese. I forgot cheese, chat. How could I forget the cheese? Not the cheese. He forgot to cut the cheese. Say what, sir? I said he forgot to cut the cheese. Look and see if they say exactly where this is made. It's Clover, so it's Sonoma, but it's probably just going to be a warehouse or something. packaged for, so maybe not even made in Sonoma. So we got our Jack and white cheddar. No Band-Aid went into this cheese. No microplastics added to this cheese. There's probably microplastics already in it. Lazy mix of the two here on the cutting board. Scoop of this stuff. Pinch of this stuff. In the pan. Push the earbud back in her ear. Check the timer on our oven. We can leave that. Realize that the cake is already out of the oven. And go back to making enchiladas. Going a little heavier here since it's the last two. We're going to have a little bit of leftover filling, I think. Actually, I lied. I am going to throw the last of that in here. It's mostly going to fall out as soon as I turn this around, but, you know. Okay. Now, sauce over the top of all of it. We're going to thin that out a little bit. And the last of our cheese. I think I'm going to go with just like that. I'm going to throw these in the oven, 350. Make sure they cook through. Melt all that cheese. Do a little minor cleanup here while that's in the oven. I didn't even set a timer for it. I'm just going to sit here and clean a couple of dishes and go back to it and take a look. But considering I cooked the beef, you know, there's nothing, you know, raw in these enchiladas. 15-20 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes may be pushing it. Especially since everything's already all mildly warmed. I mean, it's not serving warm, but it's warm. Though, obviously, if you're using raw meats or have some other reasoning, maybe you're throwing your beans in cold or you're using some frozen veggies, yeah, take a little longer. Why are you making so much noise, Sink? Main camera. Well, that's going into the wash again. I just folded that. Yeah, frizzy hair today too. No one guessing potato? Is chopped potato? Waxed my board the other day, and all the flour is sticking to the wax. It helps with the cuts and the grooves. If you get a whole bunch of cuts and grooves, to work a little wax into them, just to help with the longevity of your board, so it doesn't end up with gaps like that going with it. I don't know how much of you can see that. Let's try the angle cam. You see that angle on how much space there is underneath that from where I've been cutting with this turned 180. This side's a lot smoother still. I haven't cut nearly as much on this side over the years. I should go and get it planed. Find someone that... Oh, that's what I'm smelling. My pan I'm back there trying to burn. Let's see if we can't get a slice of this cake out, see what this looks like. That's definitely a cake. Nah, it's not going to work well either. Let's go with you. Cake. 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 With pieces of pasta still. So let's see. Can I tolerate SpaghettiOs cake? Needs more sugar. Not intolerable. The tomato is mostly faded. I'm not tasting any of the real cheese. They're sort of like side notes to the overall cake flavor. So I think this is both a success and a failure in that it doesn't taste much like SpaghettiOs, but it also isn't a horrible cake. I actually think the pasta probably did a pretty good job of maintaining moisture in the cake. You know, people put things like applesauce and other things rather than the oil in that, and that works better in trapping some extra moisture in the final product rather than fat. And I think the pasta does the same thing here. Anyone want some SpaghettiOs cake? Okay, are we ready to pull this back out? Yeah, I think we are. I think we're there. I'm sure some kid out there would be amazed with that. And there we got some enchiladas. Those are looking yummy. Those are looking yummy. And I'm not getting that prettily on the plate. Ooh. Let's see what we got here. Does SpaghettiOs work as enchiladas with beef and black beans and like 20 other ingredients? That is mighty yummy. I don't know if I taste any SpaghettiOs in there, though. They're in there, though. You saw me put them in there. But I think that is delicious. I think the cake is okay. Like, I'm certain that there is some kid out there that loves SpaghettiOs, loves ketchup, loves, you know, that simple tomato flavor, that would be absolutely in love with that. I think this would also be great with some of that mustard frosting that I made ages ago. So I asked about the cake. No one wanted to try the cake. Does anyone want to try the enchiladas? I sort of switched it up tonight. I think everyone expected me to go crazy with the dessert because SpaghettiOs and dessert. But I decided to go a little more crazy with the entree and do things like try and turn the pasta into tortillas. I think this turned out great, actually. I just don't think it really tastes that much like SpaghettiOs. So yeah, I think that's a win, chat. I do believe it is that time, chat. I want to go and enjoy dinner tonight. Come on, Twitch, you can do it. Who's out there tonight? I think I'm going to call it a night there with that. Do we have anyone contribute to... Oh, we did have 28% rise. Almost a third of the way there towards the Minecraft stream. You may notice that there's only 4 days left on that. So, shorter time span, so it's a little bit harder. I want it to be a little bit of a challenge to make sure that Chad actually is interested in watching. But I appreciate everyone hanging out with me tonight. Gonna be back here on Friday with my normal schedule, hopefully on my normal time. Sorry about that. Was a little late tonight. Just didn't get here in time. I think you're all amazing for hanging out with me. I hope you have an amazing evening. I hope to see you back on Friday for preserved lemons and chicken corn on blue, thin style. I hope you come back to join me for that. I hope you have an amazing evening. Good night.